Hi, my name's Caitlin, and I will be discussing why the central government should aim for zero inflation. I would like to start off by first emphasizing that zero inflation is when the economy has reached absolutely no inflation at all. So, why would the central government aim for zero inflation? Inflation can lower our standard of living. Contrary to popular belief, when prices rise, income doesn't always follow. This would make one assume that our wages are actually based off of our performance, not inflation. To me, this makes perfect sense. If I were an employer and I had an employee who performed well every day and showed up late all the time, was always on their phone, I wouldn't give them a raise just because inflation rose a little bit. Robert Shiller, a Yale economist, did a study on this, and he found that 75% of the people actually agreed with this theory. He also found that 70% of workers would like to see zero inflation because there is no sure way of seeing if employers are raising their wages to a fair amount. This would lead to a very easy way for employers to take advantage of hardworking employees. Whereas when our raises are based off of our performance, there is concrete evidence as to why we did or why we didn't receive that anticipated raise. However, the concern does not just lie with employees, it also lies with taxpayers. Inflation makes it very easy for the government to undercut taxpayers. For example, if inflation increases, they could conveniently forget to update the tax brackets, leaving taxpayers to pay much higher taxes than what is necessary. Zero inflation would also increase price stability. What can price stability do? It can reduce consumer confusion. They would now be able to actually see the difference between prices. This will allow them to make more informed and efficient purchasing and investing decisions. It would also reduce real investment rates, making investing seem more appealing to the customer. For example, say Johnny was grocery shopping and he's seen that milk raised from $3 to $3.20 a gallon. By using the inflation rate formula, he would see that the inflation rate was 6.67%. To do this, he would have to take the second price, $3.20 a gallon, minus the first price, $3 a gallon. Then Johnny would divide that answer by the first price, $3 a gallon. He then would multiply by 100 to get his inflation rate, 6.67%. However, if there was no inflation, Johnny would have easily been able to see that the price of milk had simply increased 20 cents a gallon. Ultimately, zero inflation will increase financial stability for consumers, which would lead to more spending, creating a healthier and happier economy. With any controversial topic, there are always misconceptions and myths, and the zero inflation debate is no exception. The biggest misconception is that inflation is beneficial to employment. However, Japan has low inflation and high employment rates, whereas Latin America has high inflation rates and much lower employment rates. This goes back to what I was discussing earlier about raises being based off inflation. If employers were expected to give raises with inflation, they couldn't afford as many employees, causing prices to rise and increasing unemployment rates. Skeptics would also say that the process of getting to zero inflation is extremely costly. This is true if we try to do it with a flip of a switch. Therefore, it should gradually be done. If done gradually, it can be successful where the whole country can reap its benefits. Next, watch Denise's video as she also explains why the central government should aim for zero inflation. Thank you.